Hello, my name's Michael Conneely, and I'm bringing you this video and blog, which is part one of a 6-part little series on a most important topic to understand. Are your life and relationship issues fated? So here is a blog and video which comes in 6 parts and which gives you fascinating and truly valid information, helping you to decide to what extent your life and your relationship is fated, and of course, what you can do about this insight. I've kept the material simple and accessible, and you'll see that the combination of Western astrology and Vedic astrology can, when properly handled, actually predict with awesome accuracy important dimensions of what our personality will be in our life, what our destiny and fate direction is in our life, what our love scripts are in this life, and what actions we are likely to do. There's a sense in Vedic astrology that we're born with karmas that come from past life, that we incarnate to express in this life, and that some of our karmas need to be regarded as fixed or drida, whereas others of our karmas we can heal if we develop the perception, and those are termed in Vedic astrology adrida. Now, I've been offering this combination for 28 years, psychodynamic Western astrology plus the vastness of Vedic astrology. They each need the other, actually, for full accuracy. And I'm so impressed by what it can offer for us to understand our life in general, to understand our personality, to understand our love scripts. This combination is so helpful, and the key issue as we gain our insights into our fated scripts, of course, must hopefully be, what insights and healings do I need? How can I develop the needed higher spiritual perspective on my fated and destined scripts, which, it is true, astrology most definitely can describe. I can look at a chart and say how a person will behave and even certain actions they will do. But of course, the only validity of that is that we open ourselves to healing and insights and develop the needed higher spiritual awareness. Now, as I'm presenting this information, I want to let you know of 2 breakthroughs related to it and related to this area of West-East astrology sharing. Breakthroughs that I feel are so needed and empowering and powerful. The first is that I have found and worked extensively on new wonders of realization and healing that are achieved by bringing Chiron and Lilith from over the Western astrology framework into the framework of Vedic astrology and applying the wonders of Vedic astrology techniques to your Chiron and Lilith destinies. And of course, absolutely, I bring the outer planets into Vedic astrology too, Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. Now Chiron and Lilith are actually so powerful in our consciousness now. And I have found that the Vedic framework allows us to explore them even deeper, and quite wonderfully so. This subject is the title of another blog post and video outside the 6-part series, which I'm publishing around the same time, so watch out for it. But I want to say in this introduction that Chiron is our existential wound, in the healing of which we can become the healer of others. So just for one example, I know a young man aged 27 who was rated dyslexic at school, and his teachers pleaded with him not to take up the learning of a foreign language. And he has Chiron conjunct his Mercury in his birth chart, and Lilith square his Mercury. But the point is, when Chiron transited opposition his Mercury Chiron 5 years ago, aged 22, he became a teacher of English as a foreign language, the wounded healer. Lilith is our shadow. What was stuffed down in your shadow earlier in your life because it was too awful or forbidden, or because it was too wonderful and powerful for your parents or teachers or this society to accept. What was stuffed down into your shadow? And above all, Lilith declares our wild side. And we actually all need to be in ethical and aware contact with our wild side if we are to be fully and really us, and if we're to be fully and truly in our relationship. That's why I'm including this in the introduction to the little 6-part series. And the second big related event at the time of this little series is the creation of my new international dating site for those on a spiritual pathway who are seeking love. It's called Love Star Dating. And I feel these key developments are the result of the energy of the present time Ketu South Node transit through Vedic Libra. Of course, the transit of Ketu, the South Node through Libra, activates relationship awareness amongst many other things, and I'll be doing a video and blog about that. And so, deeper, increased relationship awareness affects everyone in the world, ideally for each person to create better spiritual awareness and relationship healing. And an important feature I'd mention of the Love Star Dating website is that it's actually supported by astrologers and healers, each of which have a page on the website, to whom you can turn if you feel what they offer will be help, support, healing and empowerment. So this 6-part blog series shares with you the combination of Western and also Vedic astrology that is so needed and gives such wonders, and it focuses especially on the question of are our personality and our life and our relationship issues fated? And it gives you just a few, in an accessible way, just a few of the utter gems about fate and destiny declaration and spiritual understanding that are offered by Vedic astrology and then Western astrology. So the further parts of this series on fate and destiny, on the declarations Vedic astrology and Western astrology can make about this, And what we can do about this insight are as follows. Part 2 tells you about the Nakshatras, the 27 lunar signs of Vedic astrology. And it really does create a sort of fated personality and love script approach for each of us. And so the question is, we need to understand the declaration and then bring ever greater spiritual awareness. So it's not just the sort of ranted formula that you get on the internet. It's letting in the needed insight and healing and embarking on a shared healing process with your partner if you're in a relationship. Part 3 are the dashas, the wonderful predictive periods of Vedic astrology. And it is absolutely true that the dashas you are in will bring up fate and destiny, events and consciousness. I know this for an absolute fact. Part 4 is a very useful, simple, accessible statement of indicators in Vedic astrology, or karikas. And the karikas include our Dara karika. What sort of person are we seeking for in love? And our Atma karika. What is our soul seeking in this lifetime, creating a fate and destiny direction? And how do the two of those meld together in your particular case? And moving to Western astrology, part 5 focuses on sub-personalities. It's an absolute fact that our egoic psychological self is made up of sub-personalities. Some of those are even split off and we're not even aware of them, but they drive our life. Some of them are completely opposition to other parts of us. And we need to know that, and our partner needs to know that, and we need to work on it. And the final part, part 6, is about nature versus nurture in your life. How do you learn the fated nature you come in with? What is that from your Western chart? But what is the effect on you of your earliest nurture environment, which can actually make you quite a different person to the person you were born to be? This is such useful insight. So this is the end of the introductory part 1 of the 6-part series, which is entitled, Are Your Life and Relationship Issues Fated? So, go to the remaining 6 parts and watch out for my upcoming series on that Ketu transit through Libra, especially if it's your Ketu return, if you have Ketu or South Node in Vedic Libra. And watch out for my upcoming videos on Lilith and Chiron. And do have a look at my Love Star Dating website. And if you want an astrology reading from me, go to my Star Wheel astrology website, go to the buy page and get one of my wonderful readings. And if you want a relationship reading, go to the Love Star Dating website and get a relationship reading. I also teach courses and many other things, and these are sort of mentioned on my websites. Thanks very much.